I feel so deprived. I go up, I come down, and I'm emptier inside. Tell me, what is this thing that I feel like I'm missing, and why can't I let it go? There's gotta be more to life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me. 'Cause the more that I'm stripping out, thinking there must be more to life. Well, there's life, but I'm sure there's gotta be more. Wanting more. Got the time and I'm wasting it slowly. Here in this moment, I'm halfway out the door. On to the next thing. I'm searching for something that's missing. More to life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me. Stripping out, thinking there must be more to life. Well, there's life, but I'm sure there's gotta be more. I'm wanting waiting on something other than this. Why am I feeling like there's something I'm missing? There's gotta be more to life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me. 'Cause the more that I'm stripping out, thinking there must be more to life. Well, there's life, but I'm sure there's gotta be more to life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me. 'Cause the more that I'm stripping out, thinking there must be more to life. Well, there's life, but I'm sure there's gotta be more to
Her Royal Happiness by Lola Keeley. Absolutely lovely story. Princess Alice meets Sara whilst attending an event as part of her duties, but despite the tension between them, Alice tries to put things right and seeks Sara's help on behalf of her nephew, who has some learning difficulties that Sara can help diagnose. So when they discover they have this bit of a connection, Alice and Sara agree to claim they are dating to cover the real reasons that Sara is suddenly on the scene, and their fake dates quickly turn into something more, which leaves them both a little more than surprised. Really, really a lovely story. It had heart and passion, as despite fitting the category for fake romance, there was nothing fake between Alice and Sara. They were just perfectly suited, even from that very first meeting when there was disagreement between them. But to begin with, there was a little tension, there was a little awkwardness, but I admired Sara greatly. She put aside some of her own views and values to do what was the best thing in helping Alice's nephew, and that really took a lot, and she took on so much more to help than a lot of other people probably would. She did sort of just put aside her views on the monarchy and try to help this child. So everything was wonderful, and Libby, Sara's daughter, she really helped to make the story all that bit more special. She played a really important part in orchestrating the initial sort of interaction between Alice and Sara, and then what happened after that. So it was a really magical story, a bit of a dream come true fairy tale quite kind of scenario, but something even Sara couldn't really deny when she started to develop feelings for Alice. It was just magical. And although most would imagine that it would be Sara making most of the sacrifice in this type of scenario, I was pleasantly surprised to find that Lola had sort of built in, even if that might be the outcome in the end, she'd sort of built in that Alice was considering such things for the sake of Sara and Libby, and that Sara and Libby were really important to Alice, all of Alice's decisions in what happened as well. So it was very touching, the development of their relationship and how all their lives changed and the impacts that had. And you could feel the love that Alice had, not only for Sara, but just also for Libby. She just was invested in them both from that very first moment that she realised that she was had this connection, this attraction to Sara. And I really just got very lost in the story. I enjoyed every moment of the fairy tale like adventure that was going on. It was just a lovely story. There's everything you could want, for a lovely, lovely romance, and then a few life lessons that anyone can learn from, no matter what your situation. But it was truly beautiful, and I really, really hope that Sara, Alice, and Libby will be in some more stories in future, because they're great, and I can't wait to find out what other adventures they'll get up to in their life.